All right, welcome to another video, my friends. My name is Bijan, and in this video, we're going to be going over a quick little trade recap on a trade that I did today that made $4,425. I just thought it was an interesting trade to do because I kind of closed out the trade while I was getting a haircut, and I don't know, that was just interesting to me. It's been a while since I've, closed out a trade or made a profit while I was out doing something like unusual or fun, just with the whole, the way life has been going lately. You guys know, with the whole situation around the world and all that. Anyways, so here comes the rambling. I haven't posted a video for you guys in a while. Let me just get the rambling out of the way right now. I haven't posted a video in a while here on YouTube because I've been a little tied up working on a few things. I know I mentioned in my last video that I had been working on something exciting. I was saying I could hope it could come through. Let me tell you guys, it was a hassle and a half, but it finally came through. It was the McLaren that I recently bought. Like they say, they never see the ropes and the pulleys and the gears, all they see is, the result. Man, I went through a headache and a half to get that car, but it was worth it, and I got it. And that's why I hadn't really been making too many videos, and, I hadn't really even been posting on social media at that time, because I was working on getting that. And then now I'm working on something else that's even exciting too. So it's just, everything's looking good. It's a blessing. But just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick little update here real quick, let you guys know what's been going on. And that's pretty much that. So got my rambling out of the way. Maybe I might drop a few more things here and there. Don't get mad. But anyways, this trade today, it was a $4,400 profit. It was more of a throughout the day type of a trade here. I don't want to get too sidetracked on this and that, things that don't matter, but I initially, because, the market's kind of been wild and out the last few days here, so I kind of wanted to let the market open up this morning, see how it wanted to act before I got into anything, and then the market, the whole platform was like freezing in the morning, so I just said, you know what, just let it be. As I always say, you don't have to trade every single day. If you don't even see a good play set up, hey, let it go. If you don't feel like, hey, maybe I want to see how the market goes today, then hey, let it go. It's totally fine. You don't have to be in a trade every single day, every second of the day, whatever it is. So I just let it go this morning, and I said, all right, I'll revisit it later, see if I can see anything exciting. So anyways, that's what I did. And this is basically where I got into the trade. I'll go down and I'll break everything down in a second in terms of the numbers, but I'm trying to mix it up a little bit here for you guys. I feel like all my other videos have been too predictable. I keep following the same routine. Anyway, so I was trading calls. Calls means you make money when the stock goes up. And I entered the trade. I had a total of 30 contracts. Technically, I'm going to say I had a total of 20 contracts because I did size down to 20. But long story short, I started in 15. I bought 15 contracts here. And then I added in another 15 to a full size of 30 contracts right here. And then it kind of chopped around for a while, lingered a little bit, and it made a little bit of a move up and started kind of lingering there. At that point, I sold 10 of the contracts. I was kind of hoping that it would go a little higher to like the 237 area for me to sell like around half of it. But I figured, a decent amount of time had went by. I had to leave the house and kind of go on with my day and do a few things. So when I do that, I don't like to be in like a full-size position just in case, things pop off. You never know. So I, sized down a little bit. I sold 10 of my 30 contracts. Obviously, I had a little bit of a profit. I'll go down and I'll break down the numbers for you guys in a second here. Just so that I could size down my position, and then I placed my alerts and everything like that, and I kind of went on with my day, and that's pretty much that. So I was holding 20 more contracts, 20 of my 30 I had left. I sold 15 of them here, and I had 5 left, and then the last final 5 I sold right here on this little drop right there. And that's pretty much that. Initially, I was basically getting into the trade around the 235 area. That's where I got in initially, was the 234.50 area. Because, I had tested that 235 area a few times, gave a few pullback, tested. I don't want to get, caught up on the micro stuff here. So I bought in half size on this pullback, and then I added in full size once we kind of got back above it again. And obviously, I let it work a little bit. I added in right around the 235 area. And my goal was to see if we could even get to 237.50 and then 240. But obviously, I made a little bit of a change here, and I was hoping to see if we could get to 240. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, and I started seeing that, okay, we're probably not going to get that right now, so I ended up closing it out. Of course, after hours, we're going up and hitting that area. Tomorrow, we're probably going to gap above it, but hey, that's totally fine. And that was the trade. So long story short, I got in here, and I basically sold up here. I did sell some here, but I mean, it wasn't even that much. I mean, the amount that I locked in here was like a $300 profit. out of a $4,000 profit, you know what I mean, 4,400, subtract the 300, you know what I mean, make it 4,100, pretend that never even happened, pretend I only got 20 contracts here and I sold all 20 contracts here. That would be a much simpler way at looking at it. But either way, long story short, that's how it went down, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a, you know, wider angle here. This is where I got in, right around this area, and I sold right up here, and that's pretty much that. So now let's go look at the numerical side of things here. I already did a lot of the calculations for you guys. I have them a little written down here on my phone. The total profit was a $4,000 profit here. As you can see, I bought 15 contracts right at 828. And then I added in to full size another 15 contracts at 841. So I bought the initial 15 for 534 and then the other 15 at 552. So technically you can just find the midpoint of these numbers, which is 543. And so technically I paid 543 for all 30 of them. So you can do 543 times 30, and that'll give you the cost of the trade, which is $16,290. Or you can just say, okay, 15 times 534 is 8,010, and 15 times 552 is 8,280. Add them together, and that's the 16,290. Now, to me, the trade technically only cost $10,860 because of the fact that I sized down. So to show you guys on the chart where I got in real briefly to kind of give a visual, this is the area that I got in, the blue line's down there. So that's where I got in first, and then I added in right there. And then I sized down right here. So let's go ahead and look at what happened. I sold 10 of the contracts at 571. Realistically, if you look at it, remember the average price was 543. So 543 to 571 is like 30 cents. You know what I mean? $30 in terms of options, because one is equivalent to 100. So 0.30, which is $30. $30 times 10 is only $300. You see what I'm trying to say? So you totally could have done this trade with only 20 contracts, which would have cost you $10,000. And when I say it costs you $10,000 or $16,000, it does not mean that you're risking that much money. If you're wrong and the trade goes against you, you can get out of it for a small loss. As I always say, my used car example, let's say you bought a used car for $10,000 thinking you can sell it for $15,000 and you're going to make a $5,000 profit. And let's say you realize, oh no, I bought the wrong model, or oh no, I had a problem with it, blah, 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 blah. Well, you're not just going to go drop that whole car off at a junkyard, you know what I mean? You go sell it to somebody for a less price, you know what I mean? Take a little bit of a loss, and that's that. You get what I'm saying? So when I say that it costs this much, and I'm just putting this idea out there because another reason why I wanted to make this video is because I've been getting a lot of messages on social media, people asking these generic questions again, like, how much money did it cost for you to get into that trade, or blah, 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 blah. How did you, how is it showing like a 25% profit? The stock didn't even move that much. I'm getting those questions again. So I'm making this video so I can kind of forward this video to them as well. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked with the rambling, guys. I'm going to kind of tone it down here. Long story short, you could have totally done it with 20 contracts. I sized it down. I sold 10 contracts at 932, which is right at this area, which was right at the 236. So it moved like $1. Overall, the whole trade was at like a $900 profit, $900 profit, because I had 30 contracts. So I sold 10 of them, and I'm still holding 20. And the rest of the 20, I sold 15 of them at 1141. And this is where I was at the thing where I posted on Instagram saying like, hey, I was getting a haircut when this happened. I even posted a little video of me at the barbershop because, everybody in the internet is going to be like, oh, he's lying. He's just saying that. I'm like, no, I'm actually here, Anyways, so I sold 15 of them, the majority of it, at 1141 for 752, which is right up here. And then I was holding the extra 5. I was going to hold the 5 into the close, and I was kind of showing my barber and kind of like, giving him some like pointers as we were going. I was trying to hold it to see if we could get the 240, and as soon as I saw some signs that were not, I said, all right, you know what, we're just going to lock it in right here. We don't need to get greedy, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. We locked in the last 5, right there at 12.05. So here was where we sold the 10, here's where we sold the 15, and the last 5 we sold right there. And to give you the whole profit was 4,400. Remember, the cost of the trade was 16,290. And then now we can calculate how much we sold everything for. We sold 10 of them at 571 each, which is 5,710. Then we sold 15 of them at 752 each. 752 times 15 is 11,280. And then this final 5, we sold them for 745, which, 5 times 745 is 3,725. You add all of that up, basically the 5,710, the 3,725, and the 11,280. If you guys want to do all this numerical stuff on your own, you can. You add it all up, you get 20,715. Remember, the cost of the trade was 16,290. So you're going to subtract the cost of the trade, and you're left with the profit of 4,425, and that's the 4,425 that you guys see there. And that's pretty much that, guys. Like I said, it really didn't need to cost 16,000. Like I said, I sized down. You totally could have gone into this trade at 543. Remember, that was the average price. But let's say I got only 10 and 10 instead of 15 and 15, and I didn't even size down. Let's just say, I got the 20 at 543. That would have cost you 10,860. And then if you held until the 752 right there, you would have sold all 20 for 752. You would have basically sold it for 15,040. So 15,040, you subtract the 10,860 that it would have costed, or that it would have cost you, and that's $4,180 profit that you still would have had. So I'm just trying to give the different scenarios. I mean, you could have even made this profit with even $10,000 in your account. But that's pretty much that. Realistically, to kind of give you guys all the whole layout here, it cost $16,000. I sized down, and then I sold the rest, and then that was pretty much that. So one last recap on it. I got in here half size, added in full size here. As we went up, I sized down. I closed 1/3 of the trade, basically. I sold 10 of the 30 contracts, so I'm only holding 20. Then right here, I sold 15 of those 20, and right here, I sold the last 5, and that was pretty much it. And the total profit on the day here was 4,425. And I'm pretty sure I pretty much explained everything here for you guys, and I went way overboard on my time. But hey, it's okay. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Just be sure, follow me on social media, because I do post there more than I'm posting here on YouTube. I'll try to start posting more often, but like I said, I'm working on a few other things right now. I'm going to try and get those out of the way. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Just, check the link in the description below and all that if you want to, check out our watch list service, or you want to learn how to do all this and all that nonsense. I'll put every link. You guys know the deal. Links are in the description. If you need something, you can check it there. And that's pretty much that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.